Mantak Chia, greeting from the Tao Garden. Today we're going to talk about the Qigong and the Taoism go back many thousand years. They've been studied and have so many practice and Qigong form and practice and how to have more energy, Qi. So the Qigong is they discover that in this, the air that we breathe in have not only the oxygen, but so many other energy. So why the Qi, and this one, the energy that in the, we call the energy in the space in the universe, when we breathe into the air, we cannot take it in. And so the Tao discovered that palm is the first thing you can learn. So in the because the palm involved with energy that the palm and the soul. So the whole thing is that you learn how the palm, and we divide them into negative fingers and positive fingers. So thumb, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, we call a negative, a blue energy. And the palm and the pinky fingers, palm and the pinky fingers, we call the positive energy. So in the Tao we call yin yang, and the always represented by the Tai Chi. So when the Tai Chi started to spin, yin put the yang, yang push the yin, and it generates energy, we call Qi, life force. And when you have this yin yang become like a section, a drawing Qi. Because Qi, we have to breathe and draw in. So the air that go to the nose is only oxygen, and the rest, the body cannot use it. It cannot know how to do it. Now, but within our space here, there are energy. So this is the picture of the West. What I know that they spend about 8 billion research in the Switzerland, Lucerne, to research it, a particle. And they built a very big runway. In the first time, it burned out. And they spent another 8 billion euro, build another way. And they get a particle spinning very fast and let them hit together, bang. So they spent 18 billion euro and they get this picture. That is a very expensive picture because, so when the two cosmic particles hit together, bang, this picture come out. And now, and they take this picture, they say that is the universe. That is the whole universe. And they discover that the whole universe has the, so it's a dark violet light. So the whole universe is a dark violet light. It's very dark. So at night we see it's dark. We have day because the sun closer to us, and we have the day because when we spin the other way, no sun, it become night, and that is actually reflect a real universe. The whole universe is a dark, dark violet light. And the West also discovered that the same as the Tao believe, this is the dark energy and the dark matter. So they So we call dark energy is yang. Dark, dark, dark matter, it can be yin. Okay, yang, yin, yin yang, and it forms the whole universe. And so this violet light, the violet light, this is what the Tao discovered, that they have this violet light in the Tao. Always talk about violet light. That is a long, long time, because when you meditate, especially when people, we have dark room practice in the winter. We have the whole series of whole practice from basic healing love, vision 1, vision 2, vision 3. Now, lesser, greatest enlightenment and sealing 5 senses, we have to do in the dark room. So that is and we will do the first time, and that means after 3 years. Now, this is the 4th year. When the COVID, we have to close down, because you have no way to have all the people in the room sitting together, practice together in the dark, in a space, you know. So so the lesser, greatest, and signified senses will be practicing in the dark room. And so this dark violet light, they have, this is what the West also talking about. They said they have intelligence and they have wisdom, and they form a network, okay, and interconnecting together on each other. And similarly to our brain connecting to the whole body. So that is the whole universe is just reflecting us. So this violet light has the highest healing power. And this violet light also can be programmed. So that is very important. So this dark violet light, when we receive it, so this one, this is what the science, the newest one, they say there are 70% of dark energy, and it's dark matter that when they collide together, bang, they're creating something. Okay, so they think that all the planet, all the star is this dark matter, dark energy come together, bang, and they're creating out. So they said they have a creating power, dark matter and dark energy. But the most important part is we talk about this dark violet light. And this is one of the research. They discovered that ultraviolet light biosignal right on the spiral of the DNA. And they discovered that every cell have to have this violet light. If any cell don't have this, if any cell, because it's the one that make the cells active, alive. But if any cells have no this dark violet light, it turn themselves into a cancer cell. That means it turn off the violet light. That means that the violet light being turned off. So when it turn off, that means it turn to cancer cells. So they discover that the cancer cell have no violet light. Okay, and they discover that when one cell accidentally they are switched, don't know how they turn on, they are switched that they turn off, and then they cannot receive the violet light. So they turn to, and they cannot have they cannot connecting with other people, other cells. So they think they are alone. They are alone. and they have no communication, so they are alone. So they turn to cancer cell, and the cancer cell is ourselves. But the violet light turn off, and now they think they are themselves. So they can creating. It's the DNA. They can creating. So this ultraviolet DNA cells, they turn themselves into like cancer cell. Cancer cell is like they don't listen to anybody, they cannot talk to anybody. So when they want to, they can be right on the middle of the street, they dig a hole and build a building there. And that's what happened. They go into organ and there's a dig in, and I want to build something. Okay, so they build something not in the order of the whole system. So just to build whatever they want become. So that's how we call a cancer. A cancer cell is our cell. So the Tao, with this, and the Tao talking about that, all this. So the whole first thing that when we do the Qigong, the first thing I will transmit you, opening your palm, transmit you the energy. And I'm so good now with when I close my eye, I look into the darkness, and the dark white light just come. And there are two things that now is very clear to me is the sound. Right now, primordial sound and primordial light is everywhere. But can we hear them? That's all. So this primordial sound is a very high-pitched sound, and in this room it's very loud. Okay. So when I focus on it, I listen to it. So in the whole process, when I help you to first thing, help you to see this violet light, and help you to hear this high frequency, or we call the primordial sound. So I help you. And so we have to turn the ear into a blue color, okay? And ear corner and ears and ear corner inside the mechanical turn to blue. And now when you train and practice, I help you. And for me, in this room, the primordial sound is much louder than my house. I don't know why. Okay, so when I come here, I listen to, oh my gosh, it's so high. So this room is the highest. In my room, I have to sit and meditate, and the primordial sound come. Now, the primordial light is everywhere now. When I do practice, I close my eye, look into the darkness. Now the primordial light come. And the primordial light come, you can see a dark violet light, and it turned to much brighter. Okay, and this dark violet light, so we said, is give us the wisdom, give us the intelligence and wisdom, and interconnecting to each other. Okay, and it like our brain, connecting to the whole body. Okay. So that is the first. So that is the energy. So when we understand this energy, now we human use so much energy every day. So now all our energy is depending on the food now, food and breathing. That's all. Okay, and when we have no energy, what kind of food can give me more energy? Okay, so we end up with looking for eating. But in the Tao say, hey, there's so much energy, and when you started to learn the Qigong, you started to feel, hey, there are many different energy here. Okay, that I can bring them in. So in the Tao, very emphasize that in our navel, below the navel, we said a Dantian. So the first step, is in our palm. Our palm. So our palm, we have to activate this palm, negative, positive, and when we activate them. So every Qigong, this is alchemy part. So every Qigong need inner alchemy, because you're moving hand and leg for what? If you cannot gather the Qi and transform the Qi, condense the Qi and bring them in to the navel. So we're going to go to learn the most important about the navel, because the navel is the only places that you can take energy and store energy below the navel. Okay, so that is the place Qi can come in. Okay, definitely when hand is very special. Okay, palm, tip the fingers. Okay, and we have mid eyebrow, forehead, crown, all this area. But the strongest one, that energy you can gather them in, is the navel. The navel and the door of life. So opposite the navel, the door of life. So when you learn, so this activate the palm is every time you have to do. Every day we have to do it. Okay, because if you don't activate them, and when you activate them, they first thing they form negative, positive, yin yang. Now, you feel that your tip of the fingers, your palm have a yin yang, and when they spin, Qi come to you. Okay, so that is the one thing that you have to learn. Now the sole of the feet is the same. Okay, actually the sole of the feet is just like another hand. So the sole of the feet and tip of the fingers, and we also divide negative, positive. So when you put your feet on the ground, you can feel the sole breathing, the toes breathing, and the earth, yin yang energy coming up. Okay, so that is, you can feel that energy. And everywhere, when you learn how important this energy, and you can in the West, this is what the West discover. Now, very interesting when I see this picture, I say, that is how you. So they haven't talked about. They talk about that the palm have the power to align this energy. Okay. Now, when your palm not align this energy, it vacuum polarization. Okay. So it's spiral tension, and so it's now in this one we say random. The body is no arrangement. Now in this one is more aligned. So so that's why the Qigong, you see, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you align the Qi. If you have good Qi, the Qi align to you. So when you spiral all the Qi, and you gather the Qi, condense the Qi, and you can bring it into the navel. That is why we call the Qigong. Okay, and this is what the West discovered. Okay, and they discovered that this energy. Now they also discovered that we call the silk. Pulling the silk wrap around the steel. So you pull the silk and wrap around the bone. When you wrap the silk around the bone, it turns the bone into steel, strong bone. Okay, so so there are threads. So this is what the threads of spiral with high density energy. Okay, it's a particle, but it's like a virtual energy polarity, and like silk. So in the Tao say pulling the silk out from the air. So it pull the silk. So they have a famous picture of this one. So we call pulling the silk. So this is a famous famous picture. So this is a famous picture of the pulling the silk. So this is pulling the silk out of the air, and you so a maiden pull the silk out of the air and they spin into the thread. Okay, the spin. So the spin, and that spin is drawing energy from the universe. So we call pulling the silk out of the air and spin them into a chi. Okay, and now we know that everybody learn how to heal. Okay, but for me, I have the ability to heal since I'm very young. I'm a boy, because I don't know, I have energy. Some people not feel good. I put a hand and they feel good, you know. So when I'm young, I always like to learn, and when I see so many people, like in the park, I live in Bangkok, in the park. So every morning they come up and do qigong and do practice. I say, oh, that's what I like, you know. And so at first I learned with these people. It's very simple qigong. They just move every morning and they do qigong in a park, and they practice and do the breathing and all kind of thing. And after that, when I learned, after that, I want more than that, you know. So I met my master that teach me the Inner Alchemy Qigong. So that is so the whole so this Inner Alchemy Qigong actually is my expert. Okay, so the since I graduate, and I haven't do anything. So I cannot figure out what I'm doing. So since I graduate, I just and I'm teaching. So from there I went to US 25 years. So I only teach this practice. At first, I promised my master that I will teach. He said you have to teach the Chinese people first. So I went to the New York Chinatown. I stayed there. So I teach Chinese people 5 years. Okay, and after I said, okay, master, I mean he passed away already. He said, master, I fulfill my promise teaching the Chinese people 5 years in Chinatown, New York Chinatown. And after that, I start teaching I start writing book and teaching to the first thing I teaching in New York, Boston, and Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and after that I go to teach to Europe, you know. So that is the so the inner alchemy part, you know, because you know we have the palm, and there's so many energy. So the thing is that in the Tao way, they discover that when you bring energy in and you don't spinning, we call spiral. Okay, so we have like you need to spin. When you don't spin, energy have to be spin. So like the electron in the cell, they have to spin. If they don't spin, there's no energy. The cell no energy. So that's why they have to spin. So qi in our body also have to spin. Okay. So that's why the Tao discovered we have moon orbit, we have the microcosmic orbit, and that is the first level that people have to learn to get the moon orbit, to get the microcosmic orbit. And so in the process of opening the microcosmic, you have the a practice to practice, because a certain practice that you have to learn how to all the energy point in the body. So we have the it's a whole Qigong cosmic primordial the cosmic primordial Qigong. So you learn how to get in touch with the energy, the earth force. And we always like to have a tail, because the tail is very important. The tail is come from the we call coccyx. Okay. So so in the Tao practice, we always like to, when we sit, we always have a tail, and we're vibrating the tail. So the tail in the Tao regard them like a grounding, a ground winding. So when you're vibrating your tail, you're connecting to the earth and you're grounding. Okay. And when you're grounding, now you have to learn how to. So you learn how to for me, when I focus in my dantian, when I focus in my navel, I always feel some pain. That's it. And I know that energy are healing me. Okay. Like this few days, I have shoulder pain. I cannot focus. If I focus on here, the pain is so much pain on my shoulder. And I have to go through the pain until no more pain. And that's it. It's okay now. Yeah. Otherwise, so every time when I laying down, I touch my navel, and the energy come. I feel, here pain, there pain, a little bit, and it go, and it finish. That means the energy are healing me. So since I learned this technique, how to focus in the navel, and how to store energy below the dantian, I don't know, I haven't get sick at all. More than 50 years, I haven't get sick. And I believe that because of the practice. Yeah. And I don't get sick. And it's you live in this world, you say you don't get sick, you're just crazy, But it's really, I practice this. So up to now, it's many years already. Okay, many. So that here is 20, in here 27 years, in US is 25 years. So it's quite long, So more than 50, 27, 50 something years. So my life is, I'm doing this, and I still preparing more material, new thing, So so once you understand this energy, okay, you can heal yourself. But usually, for me now, I touch my navel, and the energy started. When the energy started, the violet light comes. That's all. That's all. And the sound comes. So this three things is always here, always present. So now, when I do it, when I touch my navel, I quiet my mind, I hear the primordial sound. And when I look into the darkness, primordial light comes. That's all. And now the energy comes. Okay. When the energy comes, my navel get warm, my door of light get warm, and now energy started. And when the energy started, if I have some pain somewhere, the qi you go there, and it just keep on working on it until the pain gone. That's all. And so every day when I feel some pain here, some pain there, oh, this is good. Qi work on me, qi healing me. So it's a very, I like it so much because, and that is my life. So my teaching and everything. And so we have the like the Qigong series, we have the cosmic primordial Qigong. So you have a form to learn. We call the 6 direction, 3 Dantian and 6 direction. Okay, so it's a form you have to learn, and you have to activate the Dantian fire and heart fire and the kidney fire. Okay, so you activate the kidney fire. So this is a kidney fire. So there's a certain form, and I will help you opening your palm. That is the key. So I will transmit energy, open your palm, and activate your hand and the palm, because the human palm, that means the feet the same. The feet is the same, but we cannot use the feet that like the hand, And so in the feet you also have it. Okay, so when you learn how to, there's so many energy, and this energy is different from the air we breathe. So energy, when it goes to the nose, it cannot be used. But when it comes to the palm, crown, navel, door of light, our body know how to use it. So we call, and that is so this one is into the, when we do practice. Okay, and when you go to the Qigong form, so so every year I only teach one time, and that is this November. So there's only all the Qigong form. So like we have the November Qigong, we have the from 4 to 6, and that is Inner Alchemy Qigong, Inner Alchemy Basic meditation. Okay, you need to sit until you feel energy, and you feel energy spinning, moving. If you don't feel energy in the sitting, you stand up, you cannot feel the energy. There's energy everywhere, but can you get the energy to you? And you have to learn how to, so we go to a very detail of how to closing and opening the navel. So our navel is always open, our navel. Okay, so in the Tao, very concerned about the navel. Okay, the navel is always open. In a normal way, we always open. Okay, and when we always open, we are very easy to connecting with different people. If you have a good environment, you are connecting with good people, and that's our navel. So the navel always connecting to the, when we grow up now, your navel always connecting to your mother, father, your brother, your sister, like that. So that is when we grow up, the navel connecting to all these people. And when we grow up, go to society, we connecting. If you have a good friend, your navel connecting with them. Okay. Otherwise, but when you go into a negative part, we're connecting to a negative people. Okay, and they, when you connect, their negative come to you right immediately through the navel and go right into you. You know, so that's why you have to learn how to open and how to close your navel, because you have to, you see, how to close the navel, because our navel is always open. Yeah. So when you learn how to close and how to opening the navel, okay, and it's also known as a spiritual gate. Yeah. And you're closing the gate and you're opening the gate. Okay, opening. Okay, so navel is in the Tao. We think that this is very important. Okay, because so we always want to collect energy, clockwise, counterclockwise, store energy in the navel. Okay, and so navel, you either connecting to the good people or you're connecting to the negative people. I just take the negative picture out, connecting to a whole kind of very negative people, you know. And so that is the navel. Navel, you're born with it. Okay, from the beginning, when our life, we have the umbilical cord connecting to the mother. When we born, we have this umbilical cord connecting to the people around us. And when we don't know how to handle this very well, so that will be a problem for us, because the navel is the connecting to negative or positive energy, because that is the so especially when it's the navel, so you have to learn how to close the navel or open the navel. That means in normal way, the navel is always open. Okay, so that's why we're connecting to people we don't know. Okay, pick up the negative energy we don't know. So when you learn how to open and close the navel, now you have more control. Because when you cannot control your navel, many negative energy can come to you in a very many different way. Okay, and that is the so the whole Tao practice is the small heavenly orbit. So you have to, the goal is we want to circulating, when we spin the Tai Chi and the draw energy, and the microcosmic can spin in orbit. So we have a forward orbit and a reverse orbit. Okay, so your Dantian become, when you activate your Dantian well, you can feel Qi coming in. Have to go to the navel. And the Qi is very important. Because Dantian are built that way. Navel and below there is a Dantian. That's where you can store energy. You have a place. And when you don't use this Dantian to store energy, you have no energy. Okay, every day we spend energy. You sleep, you recharge, but daytime you spend them. To one level, you spend more than you can get charged at night, and now you have less and less energy, and you're gonna get sick. So for me, you know, I always lie so much. I usually sleep. I just go to sleep, and when I wake up, sometimes I don't move. I just touch the navel, look into the darkness. When energy come, I know energy come. When energy come, I know that I feel some pain here, some pain there. Always, it's very quick and you fix it. Okay, and and after that, I just focus, and the violet light is always going to come, and the primordial sound also always going to come. Once you get it, okay. Once you get it, and so the primordial sound coming, high pitch sound, okay, like here. In this room, it's stronger than my house. In this room, it's quite loud. For me, you know, when I focus on it, it's very loud, high pitch sound. Okay, and when I close the eye, dark violet light comes. So this room, because I do practice and teaching, so this is the strongest one. Yeah, in the whole Tao Garden, there are people come in, they feel energy. You know, so yeah. So in the basic, you learn how to I help you, guide you, pass energy to you, opening the orbit, and we have learn the inner smile, seeking sound, and and microcosmic, and that's the basic. After that, we have the healing love, and we have the whole Qigong. So we have a different kind of Qigong that we do, and we have a cranial sacrum Qigong, 5 element Qigong, stem cell Qigong. All these things is very practical. Okay, it's 5 element Qigong is 5 major organs. Okay, and the stem cell Qigong, actually, stem cell, they can activate. They need energy. They need qi. When the stem cell they have no qi, they cannot repair. They need energy to do the repair. The stem cell is repairing or replacing. So every stem cell needs qigong and need energy. Okay. And wisdom qigong. Wisdom qigong is really develop your mind, your brain. Okay. And that's the violet light cover the brain. And we have Dantian qigong, and that's my favorite. It's a form, Tao Yin and Buddha Palm. So we have many whole series of qigong, which I only teach once a year. It's in the November. Yeah, and we have the full Iron Qigong 1, Iron Qigong 2, Iron Qigong 3. That is the so the November is a Qigong series, and so we teach it every year like that. And in the January is a dark room practice. Yeah, so we start with basic healing love, fusion 1, fusion 2, fusion 3. So that is only once a year. It's lesser enlightenment, greater enlightenment, greatest enlightenment, sealing 5 senses. So that is in the dark room. So in the first 5 weeks, we're here. And the other 4 weeks is in the dark room. So everybody go to the dark room, you stay there. If you did 1 week, you stay in the dark 1 week. No light, nothing. Yeah. And no telephone. Yeah. So we ask you leave the telephone outside. Okay. Because if you're in a meditate and a ring, you know, everything off. Yeah. So so that is the that is the Qigong series. It's very interesting. My specialty is inner alchemy. Yeah, alchemy Qigong. Yes. Okay. So
yes, Master Chia, thank you. Some people have a problem that they lack of energy. They have some low energy. Could you please tell us how Qigong can solve this problem of low energy?
So the first thing is they have to learn the Dantian. Dantian store energy. So in a Tao state, when people low energy, no energy, the first thing is they cannot focus. They're very, what you say, by very scattered. Okay? So the first step, they have to touch the navel, below the navel, focus. So their mind, so when the people tell them to touch, their mind go right away. Okay? So they have to learn how to focus. And when they focus below the navel, in the Tao state, that is the place. So they have Qigong, so they learn Qigong, simple Qigong, inhale, exhale, and they started to learn how to inhale, draw energy, push energy, power energy, gather energy, condense energy, bring into the navel. So they learn how to get Qi outside and store in the Dantian, or we call the battery. They run out of battery. The battery, every cells have battery, called mitochondria. Every cell have a battery. So Qigong actually increasing the mitochondria to store energy. So cell, when they cannot store energy, there's no Qi. Yeah. And that is the Tao discovered. This is the biggest battery. So this battery cannot be charged. The other cell cannot be charged.
So it means the Qigong teach us how to collect outside energy and bring it inside and charge your battery.
Because their procedure, because outside energy, when you don't do it, we every day we do this, but if you don't learn how to do, Qi is everywhere, Qi is everywhere, but how can you take this Qi coming to you? That is the whole procedure of Qigong practice. So you do practice Qigong and do kind of practice. Now when you finish, you gather the Qi, condense the Qi, and bring them into the navel. Navel is a door. So you open it. You open it and you bring them in. After that, you're closing it. Now Qi, and when you close it, and you ask the Qi to stay with you. Okay, otherwise Qi will run out again, and no more Qi. Yeah.
Great, thank you. One more thing, Master Chia, can you please explain us why inner alchemy is important? Why it's not enough just to do the form, some physical forms like Tai Chi and many others?
Because in the Tao practice that I learned, okay, that I learned from my master. My master said, if you don't you don't feel energy, I cannot teach you any Qigong. So that's the first step. He said you have to sit. Okay, sit. So I have to sit, and he don't emphasize in cross leg. Okay, you sit, and your feet touch the ground. So the first thing, you get the grounding, and you started to rock your sitting bone and vibrating your tail. And that is very important, because the tail is like a ground winding. So when you're vibrating the tail, you feel the tail going down to the ground, and you get connection. And when you connect, the leg connect, the tail connect, and now the crown connect. And you feel energy. It started to move. And energy come. Yeah. Because it's the same thing in the electricity. Number one, there are three poles. One is negative, positive, and one is grounding. That's all. So if there are three poles, negative, positive, wiring, and no grounding, people can get shot. So that's why grounding is the feet. And the Tao very emphasize feet. And the most important part of the feet is the bubble spring. Okay? The bubble spring. So the bubble spring is the feet, the sole of the feet that connecting to the ground. And when we don't get this sole of the feet connecting, we have no power. And that's what the Tao believe that way. So so that's why the sole of the feet. So the sole of the feet, they are negative and positive. The same thing like the palm. So now when you put it down and you hold the hand, yin yang, and the sole of the feet touch the ground and the earth energy come out. Yeah. Yes.
Chia, can you show us, please, a short exercise that people can do?
Yes. Yeah. We usually like to do a simple Qigong we call spinal cord breathing. So there are many Qigong, but this is a fixed Qigong that we have to do. So the our intention is breathing energy into the, so we breathing in, and so in the Tao said, when we put intention, like in the mid eyebrow, forehead, crown, we can bring in energy, and especially on the back of the head. So in the higher level, we're going to using a golden moon on the back of the head. So this golden moon will shining into the brain and shining to the solar plexus and make the solar plexus go. So in the Tao, we said if you touch the navel, sternum, break in the middle, is solar plexus. So solar plexus in the Tao we call yellow gold. So when you think about the solar plexus, yellow gold, and you think a golden moon. So we have silver moon is a white light, and the golden moon is the golden light. Okay. So now in the Tao, give the bone golden color, a yellow color. So the yellow color, if you enhance them into golden color, so we call the bone grow with golden bone. Okay, so golden light and golden bone. Okay, so the spinal cord breathing involved with the whole spinal cord. Okay, so we inhale. So let's stand up, everybody, and so your hand go like this. Inhale, you're opening your chest, pull your shoulder backward, chest open. Okay, chest open. So your shoulder back, chest stick out, and opening your chest. And so we inhale. Now, when you exhale, you can use mouth or you can use your nose. So when we exhale cloudy and gray color out. Because the Tao believe that all the stress and tension and sick energy is in the spinal cord. Because that is the whole, when we stress, the whole spinal cord is very tension. Okay? So that's why we say, whether we inhale, breathe in the golden light into your brain and neck and thoracic, lumbar, and sacrum. When you exhale, cloudy gray color out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We call spinal cord breathing. Exhale, cloudy and gray color. Inhale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just stand for a moment. Feel you breathing into your scalp and into your spinal cord and into your bones. Feel the bone grow with golden light, yellow gold. So that is the spinal cord breathing, which we will do a lot. In the Qigong, every time we have to do this. And you learn, so I will help you open the palm and all this. When you open the palm, you will feel that, hey, I feel qi. Yes.
Can you tell somebody who has difficult to sleep what he can do?
It focus below. Touch the navel below the navel. Because the people cannot sleep. Why? Because they think too much. When they think too much, the head is overactive and it cannot sleep. So that's why people have the problem is they think too much, worry too much, and the head too heavy, and they cannot sleep. So this is what we are overthink. We are the heaviest burden that carry the negative thought in our head. It's so everything negative, and the head is so heavy. We cannot carry them anymore.
Chia, can you show us, please, the crane neck?
Crane neck, yes. So the crane necks I usually using in the sitting position. So you first stretch your neck very long, and so you feel your neck, your spinal cord, everything stretched out, and you make it round. Sink your chest, make the round, and the neck come back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I like this simple, and you really feel you are opening your whole chest, your whole spinal cord, and your spinal cord. So at least do 9 times. 9 times in the Tao we call the cosmic number. 369 is a cosmic number. And you smile and rock on your spine, and you feel your spinal cord warm and nice. Yeah. Okay. So Gregory, you want to talk about the So Gregory will, we have the whole Qigong series, so Gregory will talk about that.
Yes, thank you, Master Chia, for your lecture and the exercise. Master Chia will teach all of these subjects, the grounding, the importance of grounding, the Qigong forms, the Inner Alchemy, the Microcosmic Orbit in the November. So, and all these Qigongs form and the inner workings inside them, he teach only 1 time per year, like he mentioned. Let me show you the details. So Master Chia will start on November 4th. He will start with the basics, the Inner Alchemy Basics and Sexual Alchemy. So in the first week, he will help you to activate the primordial light, to activate help you to see the violet light, and he will transmit the energy to you so you can feel the qi, see the light, and it will boost your practice like hundreds times more, because Master Chia probably is the only one person now in the planet who is can transmit this violet light energy through the space to anyone. When it's going live, we have many feedbacks from the students who are here in the hall, or they are in online watching in Zoom the live transmission. and all of them, they say that they see the light or they feel the energy. So this what will be the first week about. Is about the microcosmic orbit, 6 healing sounds, inner smile. The first 2 days, and the second 2 days will be about sexual alchemy, how you can transform sexual energy into life force, and how you can boost your energy with sexual energy. Then it starts the Inner Alchemy Qigong from week 2. This is about the cranial sacral Qigong, 5 element, wisdom, and stem cell Qigong. If you take this the first and second week, and if you are confident enough, and if you feel that you got these forms, just taking these 2 weeks, and after you feel ready, you can apply to become Inner Alchemy Qigong Instructor. So it's the most easiest way and most fastest way to become a Universal Healing Tao instructor. You just need to take the first week and second week, and this will be 40 hours in total. The third week will be Inner Alchemy Qigong Level 2. You can also take this week if you didn't learn Inner Alchemy Qigong Level 1. You still can learn Level 2 because these are different forms. But of course, we suggest you that you follow the order, that you take Level 1 first, you master Level 1, and then you go to Level 2. But if you just want to learn for yourself, you don't want to be on the instructor path, you can just you don't need to worry about the order, and you can go straight to the week 3 and do Tantien Qigong, learn Tao Yin, Cosmic Healing Qigong. This is a Buddha Palm Qigong and Golden Elixir Qigong. And on the final week, on the 4th week of November, Master Chia will teach a quite unique workshop about cosmic vision, how you can improve your eye vision naturally. He gives you many exercises to strengthen your eyesight. So this is very recommended for everyone. It's very effective exercises. And the last one is a Iron Shirt series. So actually it's first time when Master Chia will give you all Iron Shirt Qigong formulas in 1 week. You will learn all the exercises, all the forms of Iron Shirt, from very, very basic ones that develop strengthen your rooting power and grounding, to more advanced when you train the tendon Neikong, you strengthen your tendons, and you can develop your body to transmit much more energy through your tendons. And the last one, Iron Shirt 3, is about bone marrow Neikong. This is a work with the bone marrow and bones, what is a very deep work in the body and can give you a lot of power if you master it. All of these weeks are beginner friendly, especially the first 2 weeks are very recommended to beginners. Same like eye vision. Iron Shirt 1 also, but you can go step by step in this Iron Shirt series and start from Iron Shirt 1, and after you master it, you can watch the recordings again and do level 2 and level 3. All the recordings are for a lifetime, so you pay one time and you can rewatch it as many times as you want and exercise it every day. And one more important knowledge that you will get is that you will develop a morning Qigong routine. You will have a morning practice every workshop day with our senior instructors. So you can learn the routines that you can do every day and master all of these forms in one practice. So as I mentioned, this workshop is probably the most beginner-friendly workshop that Master Chia is doing. So we recommend you to try if you have never tried yet, and also is the most easiest way to become Inner Alchemy Qigong Instructor and start your path in Universal Healing Tao. Here you can see the full schedule. So we do it online, and also here in Tao Garden on site you can train with us in person. And if you come here to Tao Garden, you will have, each week you will have one extra workshop with a senior instructor that is only available for people here. Also you will have morning and evening sessions every day, so you have much more hours if you come to Tao Garden and train here with us. As you see in the schedule, we start with the morning Qigong and review of the Master Chia class. You have a time for breakfast, treatments in Pakwa Clinic. And in the end, you have the Tao Yin and healing sounds meditation. What is the best way to end the day before you sleep? In online workshop, you just get the lecture and the morning exercise to help you to build your morning Qigong routine. As you can see, if you come here to Tao Garden, we have a promotion that you can stay extra 3 nights. And we have a special gift for you if you register, if you book your spot today. Just for next 48 hours, we have a special discount code for you. It's a 20% off. So you can, it's the last chance actually to get this price. So you can have very low price that is valid until 25th October. And if you finish your booking today, so just for today until the end of 23rd October, you will get 2 books of Master Chia. His book Cranial Sacral Qigong, with many details how to do this practice that Master Chia showed with waving the tail. And the book Sexual Reflexology is a deep approach in sexual practice, and of course about the reflexology is very useful if you are interested in sexual alchemy. So as I said, it's 2 books, full books, that you will get if you book just today. So you just need to use this promo code on checkout, Qigong20, and you will get this discount. Yeah, and if you come here to Tao Garden, you also can buy the equipment that we use here. So is a rattan, bamboo and metal heaters or mung bean heater. You can also order online, or if you don't want to, you can you still can take the classes without equipment. Is not mandatory. So I hope you come to join us here in Tao Garden or online. Master Chia will do the energy transmission in the first week, what is very valuable. Many students share their feedback with us that their practice is boosting after this. And if you have any questions to Master Chia, please write us in the chat. And if you're watching us in Instagram, you also can ask questions, and we will send the link to your email to book this class, or you can click in Instagram on the top of the page. The link is in bio, or you can just write a code in a direct message like Qigong, and you can get this offer. You can book your spot. So, Master Chia, I think we have many questions for you.
So, any question?
Hello.
Yeah, Master Chia, you were speaking about the navel practice, how important it is. Could you say how to close it? How to close the navel?
You have to the closing is a golden ring, and open is a bull ring. Yeah. So but you have to go to the process of how to form the ring. Okay. You have to form the ring. So to close it or to open it. Yeah.
Thank you. And how to store the energy in the dantian?
Yeah, that you also have to learn. You will learn how to. You touch below the navel and find the ocean of qi, and you learn how to spiral clockwise and counterclockwise. So men and women are different. So you have to gathering and spiraling and gather the qi and store. You have to find the right spot, which will show you that where is the right spot you can store energy there. So we call dantian. So you have to find the right point of the dantian to store energy. Otherwise, you're losing energy.
Thank you, Master Chia. Are these practices and these workshops suitable for pregnant women?
Like the meditation is very beneficial, and some simple Qigong also can do, okay, but not Iron Qigong. Yeah.
Thank you. Master Chia, what about prosperity in the Tao?
Again?
What about prosperity?
There's a whole Qigong practice for the wellness Qigong. We have that, okay, and that is the whole practice of golden moon, the golden moon, and how to charge the body with gold, and how to charge to charge the bone with gold. So you have to have gold in yourself first in order to attract more gold come to you.
Thank you. Another question, Master, how can a person solve the problem? She cannot sleep for days and nights, and she takes many sleeping medicine. How can she solve this problem?
Have to, first thing is too much energy always go up to the head, and it's always thinking and worrying. So the first step, you have to touch the navel, focus in the navel. That is the first step. You have to try. There's no other way. No matter how much medicine you take, if you cannot put your mind down to the dantian, the navel, the mind is so active and you cannot sleep. So first thing, touch the navel, focus in the navel. That's all. And when you can focus in the navel, your mind started to sink down. And you have to learn the inner smile. Yeah, smiling down to organ. So you take away your mind in thinking too much, energy all go up. So when you smile down to the inner smile, creating cycle, and the energy started to move in the organ and not in the brain.
Yes, thank you, Master Chia. Could you please repeat how the energy transmission works? Some people are still confused.
The energy, when people hear, I transmit them directly. If the people online transmitting to the camera, so we have one special camera that on me, and I transmit it right into the camera for the online people, and many people receive it. Yeah. And violet light is universal everywhere, you know. So also I transmit through the violet light. Yeah.
Thank you. Master, can Qigong help with waking up frequently at night to empty the bladder?
Okay.
Can Qigong help with waking up frequently at night to empty the bladder to go to the toilet?
Yes. When you do the Qigong and you open the orbit, now because the process, is that man or woman? Okay, man, because the prostate gland, okay? So
yes,
you
man.
have to get the white light to go down to the prostate gland area. And there are two steps of practice. So the white light first shining into the pelvic floor and the prostate gland. In that one alone can help, and you don't get up, because when the light shining down to the prostate gland, and it will make the prostate gland more smaller, and you don't have, because when the prostate gland too big, it pushes against the bladder, and because when the bladder have water, it press on the prostate gland and you have to go.
Thank you, Master Chia. Yes, that's all questions for now. I see that many people ask how they can apply for this class. We will send you the link in the chat and also by email. The prices started from €89 without discount, but if you book today, you have a 20% discount, and you also can get the books. And yes, thank you very much. If you have any other questions left, Master Chia always is happy to answer any question during the workshop. So you can ask him any question during the class or after the class. The people always have the chance to speak with Master Chia directly by video, or just writing the question in the chat, and then Master Chia will answer it, or our senior instructor team. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Master Chia, thank you.
Hello, thank you for come to attend the lecture, and hope to see you again. Okay, and I hope can help you. You have, when you get the Qi, you can do so many things. You have more wisdom, more healing power, and you have you just have so many, and when you get all this energy, you have health and wealth. That is the key, you know. And okay, thank you again. Okay.